We're live. Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing this evening? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for our sales today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. And what is our cool subject for today? Our cool subject for today is selling. Who is buying extended warranties? Selling. Ask yourself, who's buying extended warranties? That's a pretty good question. And the reason why I stress that is I've had a lot of people who have a lot of interest in talking about warranties. A lot of times when you work for a box store or if you're working for a company, you're going to be asked to, as a salesperson or a customer service agent, to sell some type of guarantee, an extended warranty. Now, I've got a list here, and I'm going to tell you what, it's a broad list, but who is buying these warranties? I'm going to tell you what, I'm buying these warranties. Now, I'm not going to say that I've always bought guarantees and service agreements on everything that I've ever purchased. And it's kind of weird. It seems strange that sometimes when I didn't take that extra minute to purchase, say, for instance, a guarantee or an extended warranty, the next thing I know, I'm getting bit. And it's generally right out after the manufacturer's limited warranties. Manufacturers, they generally give you about 90 days and 1 year on parts. And sometimes you may get lucky and get 1 year on parts and 1 year on labor. But I've noticed in my selling career, because I've worked in the I work in real estate, right? Okay. And when you buy a house, if you don't get some type of a guarantee where somebody's actually gone out there and looked at your house to make sure it's not going to fall apart on you the day you buy it, you're in such a situation that you're going to be upside down. And here's the thing, guys, a lot of times when you buy a house or a home, you want to have the capability to get some type of a continuation of a guarantee on your roof, on your plumbing, on your electronics, your all your air conditioning systems, and so on and so forth. So the key to success is when we're looking to kind of figure out who's buying extended warranties, maintenance agreements, and service agreements. We got to ask ourselves, why aren't we? Okay. If you're a person who don't believe in buying warranties, service agreements, extended warranties, that's okay. That's not, it's not for everybody. But for me, the reason why I bought it generally is more or less for a peace of mind. I really do want to make sure that when I purchase something of a significant amount of money, that hey, I'm covered. Even if it's a fan, I had one that broke on me many years ago, and it was like I had one for had for 8 years, and then I bought a brand new one. It looked good. It was even better, I thought, than the other one. And then less than 90 days after the manufacturer's warranty went out, it broke on me. I was furious, and I'm like, God dang, man, what happened? And so I went back to the box store where I bought it from, and they looked at me and said, Mr. Stanley, did you go ahead and buy the extended warranty? Did you buy that? And I said, no, I did not. And so we learn sometimes from mistakes. And here's another one. I have a nice little computer. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Let me grab that real quick for you. No, I won't grab it right now. It's in the other room. But I got a computer and I bought it online. I got it for like $250. I thought, daggone, man, that's a pretty good deal. But see, I talk to customers on a daily basis. And I've told this little story before. I was sitting there talking to my customers. Oh, we were hee-hawing about life in the big city, talking about they're buying this and they're buying all that. We're going to be, closing on this here shortly. And I took this little thing right here, okay, this little mouse, and I put it inside and I actually closed it down and I tore up that screen and I could see half of it, of the stuff, and I couldn't see the other half. And I was like really furious. And they looked at me and I looked at them, and it was embarrassing. So, and all I had to do was pay $78 for this guarantee, this extended warranty. And this one also had a replacement guarantee because of accidents, and I didn't buy it. And I was frustrated, and I'm like, oh crap. So, I talk about selling extended warranties and maintenance agreements. And the reason why is because I believe in them. Now, I'm not going to say every guarantee or service agreement or warranty is perfect for you. But what I would do is, if a salesperson is giving you the option that you may have to or consider getting a warranty, a service agreement, a maintenance agreement, I mean, you might want to take a minute and listen. And if they can bundle it in your financing, if you're purchasing something of major, purchase, you might want to go ahead and consider that. And it gives you this, what they call a peace of mind. And I did a little bit of research and I looked at, the different types of agreements that there are, selling service agreements, service repair, warranties, guarantees, warranties, guaranteed product replacement, extended warranties, replacement agreements, service plans, full replacement, fabric protection on furniture. Okay, guys, we're talking about buying extended warranty. Who's buying this stuff? Who's buying it? Your customers are buying what you believe in. If you are a sales representative and you sell something, it generally makes sense that you go ahead and buy that product if it's affordable and you can afford it. Makes you look a little bit, you got some skin in the game. And when it kind of gets a little tough right there, when the customer's saying, well, I don't know if I can afford it. And you look at them like, yeah, I understand. That's why I got it on my stuff, because I just wanted a peace of mind. And also, say, for instance, they've got fabric protection, wood care, motion protection, credit protection, replacement, home warranties, credit repair warranty, insurance agreements, life insurance. Okay, dang, this term life, and all kinds of different guarantees and service agreements and warranties and insurance. Because in reality, guys, everything is man-made or woman-made or made by some type of computer or made by some kind of a robot, and it's mass-produced. It's mass-produced. And when something is mass-produced, we got to say, well, we know that in reality, things break. And see, that's just the reality. See, I worked in electronics. I sold electronics for years. And I'm going to tell you what, I used to keep at my store, I used to keep all kinds of broken electronics because people would bring them in periodically, especially if they had a service agreement. And if they didn't have a service agreement, guess who yelled the most? Okay. It wasn't a good day when these people didn't have any kind of warranty. But I would always keep some open TVs. I would keep some electronics so that customers could physically see inside these products, that they're just not a refrigerator. They're not just a stove. They're not just a microwave. They're not just a TV. They're not just a CD player. They're not just an electronic. They are something special, and special things come with limited warranties, 90 days, a year on parts and labor. And then after that, it's like, okay, what are you going to do? So you got to ask yourself, who is purchasing these agreements? See, the person who's informed, that person is going to be more willing to purchase an extended warranty, a service agreement, a maintenance agreement. But we're not trying to take advantage of the customers. Now, remember, your company is telling you that you need to sell these to bring up your numbers. You get paid an extra benefit if you sell these services. And it really is a nice little benefit because it's just another way to supplement the way you get paid. Okay. And see, some people, they don't equate this to being good for the customer. I'm going to tell you what, service agreements, maintenance agreements, repair guarantees, and placement of customer. And you always want to make sure that you have an informed customer. Now, I know it's kind of rough sometimes when we got us a nice little sale. We don't want to get nobody. We don't want nobody to tell us what, I'm afraid to sell anymore. If I tell them anything else, they may get mad at me and say, well, I don't want to buy that. Little dude, I don't want to buy it. Do y'all sell a bunch of broke stuff? Y'all sell junk around here? But I always did the same thing. I had somebody, Dwayne, I had this guy. He was just one of my favorite people in the world. He taught me a while back. He says, Gary, he says, when you sell an extended service or maintenance agreements or warranty, it's not about you. It's about the customer and the value that they perceive. And when you sell it to them, you've got to explain to them that things could happen. And if you do not, and his name was Craig Marone, I had to remember that. He said that if you don't tell these people what could go wrong, You are not a salesperson. Salespeople, we need to share this information because everything can break. I'm just saying things break on a daily basis. And I'm going to tell you, we got landfills full of that stuff. And hopefully one day they'll figure out a way to go mine all that crap that's out there that breaks. Because, see, people use their equipment. Who buys warranties and service agreements? People who are informed, people who have been given features and benefit. What are the features? Well, the features of this is your manufacturer's got a limited warranty, and you folks are going to be using this. And we want you to feel comfortable that when you purchase this service or this particular product, that if something goes wrong, my company has already thought about you. They went ahead and extended the manufacturer's limited guarantees and service agreements so that way you have what they call peace of mind. And yes, it does come out of your pocket. You pay a small portion of it up front. But if you were to have somebody come out to your house and take a look at this particular product, or you had to bring it into our shop, it can cost anywhere from $69 to a couple of $100 for them to go, yeah, it's broke. What do you want me to do about it? Okay. So our simple job is to not to take advantage of the customer. We have to look at these benefits as something that is a part of the whole purchase of a product. If you sell, let's say, for instance, furniture, and you have some mechanisms in there, they've got power sources, they've got electrical stuff, they've got all these coils and springs and beautiful fabrics and stuff, and you think that nobody's going to use that, you're crazy. And people do use their stuff, and things get damaged, they get stained, they get broken, and sometimes it sucks, but people will keep a broken piece of equipment or furniture around for a long time, and it's got to piss them off. And they think that, hey, man, I wish I would have maybe got that service agreement. And I know that guy was trying to sell me something, but I didn't want to hear it. So the key to success is when you're trying to sell warranty, service agreements, maintenance agreements, fabric protections, covers for the mattresses, and all these other different wood care products and all these service agreements, is you have to believe in it yourself. If you're selling, let's say, for instance, financing, and they offer an insurance policy or a policy where they can go ahead and if they become sick or disabled and they can't work and stuff, that's a benefit for the customer. But if they don't know, they're stuck with something, or they're sick and they mess up their good credit. But if we would have just told them about it and we tell them up front, see, every time I talk to a customer when I'm selling when I'm selling like retail stuff, I would always in advance say, listen, this is a beautiful piece of equipment. And when you take a look at all of our products, we do offer additional service to maintain that product for up to 5 years. We can make sure if anything goes wrong with it, we're going to make sure there's no extra out-of-pocket expenditures that you're going to have to pay. And we do this for you, sir, ma'am, because we want to make sure what? Because you have a peace of mind. A peace of mind makes sure that the customer, because I've seen it in my own life, guys. I'll tell you, I had furniture, I had broken pieces. I used to carry around with me papers and stuff where the customer would buy a service agreement. And the next thing is a couple of years later, they would bring that back and they would come in and they say, oh, something's broke. We'd always ask them, do you have the service agreement? We'd go look it up in the system and so forth. And if they did, they were a happy camper. Because see, what happens was we're going to either fix that or we're going to replace it. And you're not replacing anything with old technology. You're replacing it with brand new technology. And you have to sell it like that, guys. You know, we talk about not selling. I am a salesperson. We do have to offer service agreements, maintenance agreements, service agreements. We've got to offer these because that's what our company wants. And if you are a person who's working in a box store and you're standing up at the front cashier and your cashier and it pops up there, hey, they can get a 20 for 25 bucks. They can make sure that they cover this low air conditioner, 45, and it covers for 3 years. Don't in your own mind say, I don't want to sell that. I don't want the customer to get mad. Look at them real nice. Say, hey, look, this is a fine product that you like, but my companies, they're giving me this opportunity to let you know that it does come with a manufacturer's 90-day warranty on it and 1-year parts. And what we're going to do is we're going to offer you right now the opportunity for the next 3 to 5 years. If something goes wrong with this piece of equipment and generally it's cheaper just for us to replace it. We're going to go ahead and give you a brand new one, and you'll get something that you don't have to spend any extra money on, and it will save you a mental, all kind of mental stuff. And it's all about how you talk to customers. And if you don't buy extended warranties and service agreements, and you sell products that have those agreements, and you don't buy the products, and if you buy the products yourself and you don't buy those service agreement, it's crazy. It's like you working at a Ford dealership or another a Toyota company, and you're driving another type of vehicle. It don't look right. And it gives you this encouragement. So who are the people that are buyers, people who want to buy extended warranties and service agreements? Those who are informed. Don't be afraid. Now, we all get fear, false evidence appearing real. We think we're gonna piss the customer off. Now, if the customer says, no, I don't want to hear it, then just back off. Just let them go ahead. And then you just keep writing it up. But you want to have this capability. You sprinkle your extended warranty service agreements through your presentation. I always do it at the beginning. Hey, we can guarantee it. And in the middle, hey, this comes with a manufacturer's limited warranty. If the kids get on this, y'all tear it up or whatever, that's okay. We understand, because we want our customers to use our products. And they may say, well, I'm just going to put it in the living room. Ain't nobody going to use it. Have you ever heard of things getting rotten? They rot. They do. And they dry rot. Stuff happens because of lack of usage. It's just like if you have a house, if you don't use that house, okay, it's going to fall apart. Well, hey, guys, I hope you got a little bit out of this. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a simple conversation about selling. Why? Who buys extended warranties? I buy them. I don't know about you, but I hope if you're out there buying something expensive, you at least listen to the sales representative to find out if it can fit in your budget or if it makes sense. Okay. All right. Selling warranties. What?